Good morning, and it is the start of another month. It is Saturday, the 1st of November, and this year is rapidly coming to an end. Boy, is it going by quick. Anyway, our reading is from Romans 12:3. For by the grace given to me, I say to every one of you not to think more highly of yourself than you ought to think, but to think with sober discernment, as God has distributed to each of you a measure of faith. The foundational sins are pride and idolatry, and they go hand in hand. It was Satan's pride that changed him from Lucifer to Satan and led to his fall. It was Eve's pride in hearing Satan say, you can be like God, knowing the difference between good and evil, that caused her to eat the fruit. We don't know why Adam was dumb enough to do that. And as they always say, it wasn't the fruit in the tree or the apple, which it wasn't. It was the pear on the ground. But it was pride. And we see this all through Scripture and all through history. Pride goes before the fall. Even Moses, when he was ticked off, which was frequently with Israel, and understandably, on one specific occasion, his anger and his pride caused him to take credit for what God had done. And for that reason, he didn't even get to enter the promised land. And so we all have to be aware of pride. And we all at times struggle with it. And we need God to show us where that may be a problem. Because it's pride that keeps the lost from being saved. I'm going to earn my way to God. He's lucky I acknowledge him. It's pride that keeps us as believers often from turning to him for help. Well, God helps those who help themselves. I don't think you're going to find that anywhere in Scripture. And I can do it myself, or it's too small for God, whatever. And so pride led to the fall. Pride keeps the lost from being saved. And pride can get in the way of our walking as believers as God calls us to do. So let's depend on the Lord. If there's any pride, let him help us remove it. We have no reason to be proud. For remember, while we were yet sinners, and we still are, God saved us not because we're deserving, but because he's loving. So trust him today to show you anything you need to see, and I'll see you again tomorrow.